Tata Steel, SAIL, Nalco, Hindalco, the entire space has been looking very, very buoyant, both ferrous as well as non-ferrous metals. The first rates then on your screens, and it seems like it's going to be a bit of a quiet start, but let's see whether the Nifty can manage to push through any way forward from there, as was the case yesterday as well. A quiet start, and then we finally picked up in trade. There you go, the first rates on your screen. It's a pretty tempered move. In fact, we are now beginning to drift slightly lower. About 0.5% downtick is what you're seeing on both the Sensex and the Nifty. But that's okay. At 11,158 levels, I don't think the headline number really gives you any reason to complain per se. Lupin gaps down by about 3%. It's been a disappointing set of earnings for sure, and it's reacting to its earnings as we speak right now. Cipla ahead of its numbers. It's a positive start for this one. It's holding out well. Remember, Lupin reported weak numbers because of the US business, the high taxes, overall margins were held. The India business was decent. Of course, a lot will depend on what the conference call commentary is, which we are still awaiting. Pharmaceuticals largely, you'd have to say, has had a positive start. Cipla ahead of its numbers, DRL, etc. They're all holding out quite okay. I also want to check in on what an HPCL as well as HPCL are up to. There too, you should be seeing earnings reactions coming in, and then Vodafone Idea as well, because that also would be reacting to its earnings. It's been an 8th consecutive quarter in the red, although, you know, it's really about what happens in the Supreme Court with regards to the AGR dues. That's most critical. Tata Consumer, let's see whether there's any follow-through coming in there, and what's really happening with the gold financiers as well. Post the RBI move on gold loans yesterday, let's see whether there's any reaction coming in on those stocks. They ebbed off a little bit in trade yesterday after that bit of a knee-jerk reaction that you saw post-policy. But largely, you'd have to say it's an okay day. It's the broader market counterparts which are actually holding out well as we speak. You've got a solid breadth, but the Nifty is a little bit tentative, much like actually yesterday and, you know, what we saw over there. So it's really a nothing sort of start as of now. It's pretty quiet. Torrent Power is holding out. M&M Finance is holding out. Z is a buzzer. UPL and Equitas are your buzzers. On the flip side, HCL Technologies, HDFC Bank, Infosys, BHEL, and Lupin, of course, is a big drag after its earnings. That's down about 4%.